How far are you into One Piece? And have you seen the anime Pluto? No, I've not seen Pluto, and I just finished Marineford in One Piece. I watched about 100 episodes of One Piece over the last 9 days I've had COVID. What devil fruit would you pick from One Piece? Man, we're getting into some nerdy questions. I like it. I'm not sure. There's a lot of really fucking strong ones. Man, I don't know. I'm back and forth on a couple of them. I actually think the darkness fruit is so useful for like everything ever, but I feel like that's too easy of an answer. There's definitely got to be something even more practical. Maybe Kizaru's the light fruit, because then you can basically teleport around, and I always thought teleportation would be great. I haven't seen Law's fruit. I just finished Marineford, so there's still a lot that I haven't seen. Kuma's fruit? Kuma's fruit's really cool, but like I don't see that being useful for myself. Being able to repel things at light speed is great for everyone else or great for combat, but I'm not exactly going into combat super often. So I'm trying to think of things that'd be really useful for me. The darkness fruit being able to basically control gravity as well, and the light fruit for teleportation. Both of those would be really helpful. And L can teleport, can fly, and is untouchable. Is that from his fruit though? I thought his fruit was just the lightning. Let me see. I thought all of that was his mantra. It's been a while since I watched the Skypiea arc, so maybe I'm misremembering. Does seem to be from his fruit. That's another good option then. What do you think is the most worthless devil fruit in real life? I don't think there is a useless devil fruit. I mean, it's just a benefit. Like, even the worst devil fruits are still just a net positive thing. The human fruit. Oh, I guess that one, yeah. Don't they make you drown, though? Not spontaneously. It's only if you go into water, but, I mean, it's super easy to avoid water. I do it all the time. Well, like, you can go into water, just not the sea water, like the ocean, which is super easy to avoid. Into Tier 1 Jump City, not if you're a pirate. He asked what the worst one is for, like, real life. I think there's very few pirates right now in this stream. I'm not talking about, like, illegally downloading a game or something. I'm talking about, like, actual sailing pirates. What fictional world would you want to live in? I don't know. Probably some kind of sci-fi world where we've mastered, like, immortality and shit. You know what world would be pretty fire? Is the, Aliens universe. Outside of the Xenomorphs, they got a lot of shit figured out with those, like, medpod chambers and all that. That'd be pretty cool. And hydrokinesis, I think, would be better. I'm pretty sure that's Dredd's universe, too. Is it? I don't remember enough about the Dredd universe. Love Judge Dredd, though. It's been so long since I watched it. Any of them, for that matter. What is hydrokinesis? You don't know what hydrokinesis is? The control of water. But there's also a community on YouTube that believes that they can control water. Basically, when the wind pushes it, they're like, I did it! It's actually really fire. It's big on TikTok now, too. This has become a pretty big thing. Water bending, yep. Just some casual water bending. It seems like they're kidding, but unironically, there is a lot of people that believe that. It has to be satire? No, it's... Brother, you must be new here. A couple of years ago, we went down this rabbit hole. There's an entire community of people that believe in aerokinesis, hydrokinesis, pyrokinesis. Basically, any belief where you can control elements. And now, since TikTok has blown up over the last few years, it's big on TikTok now as well. Basically, any belief you had when you were 6. Yeah, and now you have easy access to every other person who still has the mind of a 6-year-old. So what you're seeing on TikTok and YouTube Shorts and everything is people that believe in this, and then other people like, oh, wow, that's like really compelling evidence of the way the leaves were moving when he was moving his hands. Like, that can't be a coincidence. So it's kind of just blown up. I'm not surprised about it. Every belief you can ever dream of, you can find right now, and find an entire community of people that also believe it, no matter how ridiculous. It's the beauty of the internet. And I already gave the One Piece update. Since I had COVID, I spent like the last 9 days just binging One Piece. I've watched almost 100 episodes. So I finished Impelled Down in Marineford now. Marineford was amazing. Absolutely amazing. By far the best in the show. So far. And yeah, I've seen that, Jedi. Here, I will give you my main critique, though. And people are not going to like it. I am very tired of characters having really good opportunities to do something super smart and not taking it. For example, there are so many times they could have made it to Ace much quicker if they would just use their fucking devil fruit power a little more intelligently. Like, how many times have we seen Luffy make a big slingshot of himself where he just grabs the end of two things and fires himself forward to cover a great distance quickly and just not use it in the most pivotal of moments? It makes me so mad. Because he just jogs to ace the whole time. He doesn't use his power to traverse the landscape, which he would have excelled at. It made me so fucking mad. He could have slingshotted there and cut it in half. I get it, but the admirals won't let him. Yeah, I understand. Like, that's fine. I just wish he would have done it. Like, if he would have done it and then Kizaru teleports up there and kicks him like he inevitably ended up doing, it would have just been better to show me that he's at least thinking. Like, they're at least using their powers intelligently. Like, that's all I needed to see. Like, at least try it instead of jog there for 20 episodes. That's all I needed to see, is just do it and then show me why it wouldn't work with a Kizaru kick or something. Appreciate it, Jin. Thanks for that. I'm not streaming it, Cody. I'm playing through it actively right now. Thanks for the membership, Zach. Whitebeard wasn't even trying to save Ace. That's another thing that made me mad. He also was barely using his fucking power too. But I can chalk that up to him just being old and fatigued. That one I can excuse. It's like, okay, maybe this takes a huge toll on his body and he can't use it the way that you would think he could. Okay, fair enough. But Luffy, instead of just jogging the whole time, could have been using his abilities to get there so much fucking quicker. And there were plenty of times where Kizaru and the other admirals were not at their post, and at that moment he could have slingshotted there and made it much faster. But would it have made it much better if he'd acted faster? Well, no, it wouldn't have changed ultimately how I feel about it or anything. It just would have been nice to at least see him using his powers intelligently. Like he could have just got there much faster than he did. But no, it ultimately wouldn't have changed anything. It shouldn't change anything, rather, with the way it played out. It just would have been nice to see him try. Who's your favorite character so far? In One Piece? Probably still Zoro. He's been absent for a little while now, but I still think he's probably my favorite. Recommendation for anime beginner? Only watch Tokyo Ghoul and Death Note. Oof, Tokyo Ghoul. Rough. Sorry to hear that. Do One Punch Man Season 1. Super easy to get into. And then there's Jujutsu Kaisen for more simple stuff. That's just good fun. Will you power through Fishman Island? I mean, I've powered through everything else in One Piece, yeah. I can't imagine it's going to be, like, bad. They have so much momentum coming from Marineford right now. Like, I can't imagine Fishman Island is shitty. And yeah, I think the Bioshock games are great. I don't know how well they hold up, though.